Welcome to week 3 of the WCBL and season 3 or season 4. And I am going up against PokePrimer, coach of the Panolia Primarinas. And yeah, after week 2, we are now 1-1 plus 2, which is real nice. So let us get into the team builder for this week. Like usual, I have his mons ranked on the right as how I think they're most likely to come. First off, we have Suicune. Suicune is like 100% bring for him because it basically eats hits, lots of hits from everything on my team. Only thing it doesn't really eat hits from Kartana is from Kartana. And even then, if it's like max HP, max defense, it can still take a Leaf Blade from Kartana. Like one, depending on its item. If it's like Band-Aid, not really, but Life Orb and Expert Belt, what have you, it would live it, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, can easily eat hits from the Striker because the Striker's stats aren't all that good. And kind of Suicune I would be expecting is a one with Protect, just so that Hitmon leaves. With High Jump Kick does not destroy it because that's basically the only other mon that can really do a lot of damage to it. Then we have Infernape. Infernape, high chance of it being brought, probably most likely Scarfed, so that it would outspeed Kartana and Aerodactyl. Because Fire and Fighting are actually quite good stabs against me, hitting a lot of my things on my team for super effective, and then it would also most likely have U-turn to get momentum on things such as Slowbro, which would be nice. And then last move maybe Earthquake to hit things such as Geology and Volcan, maybe Thunder Punch. Who knows? Maybe it'd be Scarf Rocks. But yeah, if it is not Scarfed, then it would struggle. Have to worry about a Psycho Cut on Cortana, as well as an Earthquake coming off of Aerodactyl if its Grassy Terrain is not up. And yeah, I don't have like a base 100 exactly speed, so that 108 can just beat creep that Mimikyu, which is quite threatening because then it can get some more bulk. Then we have Mega Ampharos. Ampharos is real nice because it outspeeds a lot of my slower mons, such as my Dragalgi and my Mega Bro. So, and Mold Breaker is quite nice for Mimikyu, so that it can go past at these guys and get lots of damage off. And Electric and Dragon are quite nice stabs against me. Electric is good for my Double Waters, for my Aerodactyl. And then it also gets Focus Blast, which can hit Piloswine, which is its resist, and Umbreon, and what have you. And I guess Kartana. So, kind of you're in like an agility set if it gets an agility up and outspeeds my entire team. That is kind of scary. Next up, we have Metagross. Metagross, I'm expecting to be his rocker this week, I guess. I just think having Bullet Punch on his team would be nice. Also, probably the best defensive wall or rocker against Kartana. But basically all his rockers get kind of demolished by Kartana. So, but this one is not hit hard by its stabs. In the end, we have also it is a good resist to Dragalge, which its 2 stabs does not hit it for super effective, or are they are both not very effective against Metagross, so good all for that. So could easily be a Spadefmon for that, as well as a Strika Slowbro. And yeah. Then we have Golbat. Golbat is nice for getting rid of hazards on his team, as well as it quad resists grass and it resists steel, I believe. And with New Violite, with that HP and defense stat, it can hard wall Kartana. Walls Mimikyu quite nicely. Could U-turn out on Umbreon with Roost, it would be a real problem. Yeah, so like Roost, U-turn, Heat Wave, and then let's say Sludge Bomb as its moves, or maybe Toxic, could be a problem with a bulkier team. Then we have Tapu Bulu. Tapu Bulu is nice to set up that grassy terrain, making mons such as Metagross, Infernape, and Mega Ampharos more resistant to Earthquake, which is basically my ground spam. I have a lot of Earthquake users. However, Volcanion does get Earth Power, so might want to worry about that. Could very well be Scarfed if he is not bringing Scarfed Infernape, because he kind of wants something to outspeed the Aerodactyl and the Kartana. And but also a Banded Woodhammer and what have you will do a lot of damage to me. Superpower is nice for Kartana. Zen Headbutt is good for the Dragalge, and those are basically the mons that resist hits Steam. Then we have Weavile. Weavile could easily be brought instead of like the Bulu or the Infernape. Outspeeds Kartana, which is good for him. However, if that is his mon that outspeeds Kartana, then it would need something like a Power of Fire to pop the Kartana. Gets Knockoff, which is quite nice against my team. Icicle Crash is also nice. Ice Shard Priority isn't bad. And then like maybe Low Kick could be a nice bring for his team. Then we have Weezing. Weezing would most likely replace Golbat. Only really reason is if he is afraid of being knocked off the Violet off Golbat. If that were to happen, then Weezing would be a better bring for him. Also, it is one of his Z move users. The other one was Tapu Bulu, and could easily run like, I believe it gets Haze. Z Haze would restore all its HP to be like a panic, and if something gets set up, gets Will-O-Wisp to burn all my physical threats, help swallow Mimikyu. Can run a flamethrower for that Kartana if that is his straight check to Kartana, if he's really fearing it. Can lay down toxic spikes and toxic things that are bulkier. And yeah. Then we have Donphan. Donphan, other possibility for a rocker, could very well bring that over Metagross, so he is not as ground weak. As well as Donphan with the sturdy would be able to take that Leaf Blade one hit from Kartana. Gives him Rapid Spin, so he wouldn't have to get rid of his own hazards. And also has Ice Shard priority. But then its hardest hitting attack, Earthquake, would be weakened by his own grassy terrain. So he would have to play around that. And yeah, then we have Miss Magius. Miss Magius is faster than everything except Aerodactyl and Kartana. Gets Levitate, so ground spam wouldn't be good against that. As well as being a ghost type, can spin block, as well as if he's really fearing Hitmonlee, high jump kick, he could switch that in on that. Could be a Death Sleep on user, take something out. Taunt, fast taunt to taunt some of my slower mons or my setup mons. And then the last but not least, we have the Armaldo. Armaldo, don't really see that being brought because both Metagross and Donphan, in my opinion, are better rockers for his team this matchup. And Rock Bug doesn't really give him more coverage that he needs for attacking, except maybe for Mega Slowbro. But I think between his Bulu and his Mega Ampharos, he can deal with Mega Slowbro. So let us get into my team. First off, I am bringing Silent P, the Aerodactyl, Focus Sash on Nerve, Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Aerial Ace, Stone Edge. This is kind of like a Sash lead to get up rocks. Rocks would be nice if he brings the Weavile, as well as the Golbat. Could break potential Sashes of his. Break the sturdy Donphan. Earthquake would be able to knock out Infernape in one hit. If the grassy terrain is not up, Aerial Ace is there for the Bulu, as well as also Infernape. Earthquake is good against Mega Ampharos, but will not be able to take it out in one hit if he is a bulkier variant. Stone Edge is nice for the Weavile and the Golbat. And yeah. Next up, we have Power Wash the Volcanion. First time coming this week. Could be a possible lead, depending on if I think he will lead with one of his rockers, because then I can get up a free flame charge, which will allow me to outspeed everything. Well, will make me outspeed Jolly Max Speed Infernape, as long as it's not scarfed, or if the Weavile's not scarfed, or if Weavile's not brought. That's a good possibility. That's what the speed is for. Max special attack with this. Grounding Z, Earth Power, even if it's a max HP Mega Ampharos, it will go down to that, which is quite clean. Earth Power is also nice since he has the grassy terrain. We can Earthquake. Earth Power would still hit the Metagross and Infernape pretty decently, even though I would more likely want to hit Metagross with the Flamethrower. Flamethrower is also nice for the Bulu and the Weavile. Steam Eruption will body Infernape, will body the Donphan, will body the Armaldo, will body Miss Magius. The only real things this doesn't deal too well with is the Suicune. Suicune walls it pretty well, as well as depending on the Golbat spread and the Weezing spread. This can deal with pretty well, but if I weaken those things, this could also be my late game sweeper. So will be determined at team preview. We'll have to decide if I want this to be a lead wall breaker or late game sweeper. Next up, we have Rubber Legs, the Hitmonlee, Assault Vest, Reckless, Rapid Spin, Poison Jab, Knockoff, High Jump Kick. Enough speed to outspeed his Tapu Bulu. Why I am Poison Jab is for that. Rapid Spin is getting rid of 4 hazards. Knockoff, get rid of that Violet on Golbat and hit the Metaverse quite nicely. And High Jump Kick is there for the hard hitting stab. We'll have to watch out for Protect on Suicune or Miss Magius coming in. Why Assault Vest? The attack is there so that I guarantee OHKOing Bulu with 2 hitting. Well, I will OHKO Bulu with Poison Jab. If it's not Kibu Berry, even then I think I still do a lot to it. But it's mainly there to be able to two-shot the Mega Ampharos if it is max HP. That is also why I am an Assault Vest with that HP set. If I have not taken rocks damage, Mega Ampharos's Thunderbolt, it's hard hitting in attack as modest max attack. Will not two-shot me, and I will be able to take it out in 2 shots with High Jump Kick, which is quite nice. So it's kind of my switch into that. And that's mainly what it does. Knock off, get rid of those items, which will be pesky, such as scarves or bands, whatever he decides to run. Leftovers on the Suicune will be get rid of, which is quite nice, but knockoff will not break a sub of max HP, max defense Suicune. Next up, we have Kelp, the Dragalge, Shuckle Berry, Adaptability, Sludge Wave, Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, Toxic Spikes. Hopefully I can get the Toxic Spikes up before his Suicune can get behind a sub. That way it's toxic and will get whittled down. Toxic Spikes are also nice for the Donphan and the Armaldo if he brings them as rockers. Helps whittle down Mega Ampharos. I'm pretty sure I switched this Dragalge set. Hold up. Definitely could have sworn I changed. Yep, I changed this. With this spread, I will guaranteed OHKO Infernape with a Draco Meteor as well as Mega Ampharos. And I will be able to take the Dragon Pulse from the Mega Ampharos with that Spadef and HP stat. With HP and defense. I can Infernape pretty well, as well as the Bulu, as long as Infernape doesn't have Earthquake, but I have Shooketh for that, as well as the Bulu. Bulu, as long as it doesn't have Zed, but will not be doing much to me. Sludge Wave is nice for that. Bulu it's good for a lot of things besides poison types. And Toxic Spikes is nice because he doesn't have a grounded poison, which is real good because that means they will stay up as long as he doesn't remove hazards. And Shadow Ball is mainly there for the Metagross, like I said, resists its 2 stabs. And yeah, Kelp is there to help whittle down his walls, as well as be a kind of defensive wall to the Infernape and the Bulu. Next up, we are bringing Paper Cut, the Kartana, Choice Scarf, Beast Boost, Psycho Cut, Smart Strike, Leaf Blade, Knockoff, Jolly Nature. Could have put it all in attack. It's not like this def really does anything. Actually, I think it might allow me to not be one-shot by a Thunderbolt from the Mega Ampharos. But with this attack, will Oko the Donphan, if it is just max HP, will be able to Oko the Armaldo if it is just max HP. Knockoff will do a ton of damage to Metagross, will help get rid of a Violite on the Golbit, will be able to knock out Bulu in one shot. Will be able to knock out Weevil in one shot, depending on its Suicune set, and if Grassy Terrain's up. If Grassy Terrain is up, then I'll definitely knock it out in one shot. Otherwise, depends on his bulk. And then Psycho Cut is nice for his poison types, especially the Golbet once it loses its Violite. Will be able to knock out Infernape in one shot. Knockoff, I didn't calc against the Mismagius, but I'm pretty sure it will knock it out in one shot. And it will outspeed the Weevil, and it will outspeed any of his Scarfers that are trying to scarf past Kartana and Aerodactyl. Last but not least, a kind of fun set this week is the Sock Bucket, Puppet, Mimikyu, Life Orb, Disguise, Psychic, Workup, Shadow Sneak, and Play Rough. 68 in attack, 236 in special attack, and 204 in speed. Hasty Nature. What this allows me to do is after a +1, Psychic will be able to knock out the Weezing in one shot after Rocks damage, which is quite nice. That's why I have that much in special attack, because otherwise Weezing walls all of its physical attacks. Golbet will be 2-shot if it still has its Violite. If it doesn't have its Violite, then Psychic will be able to take it out after the +1. So nice and sneaky with that running a mixed Mimikyu. Shadow Sneak at +1 will be able to take out Mismagius, or at least most Mismagiuses. And Play Rough is there for the Mega Ampharos, the Weavile, and what have you. Might change Shadow Sneak to Shadow Claw if I'm not too worried about Mismagius, which I guess I'm not really that worried against Mismagius. You know what? But do I want the priority? Okay, Semlo. Or do I want Woodhammer for the Now I think I want Shadow Claw just for the Metagross. And yeah, that is my team. Hopefully I can win this game. Kind of interesting matchup. And what I'm really fearing is not being able to break that Suicune, and the Mold Breaker coming off of Ampharos, like I said, gets rid of, goes past Disguise of Mimikyu, and it stops, so Strike goes Vault, Mortar Drive, and Lightning Rod ability, which is kind of sad. So catch you in the battle, which will be coming out shortly after this video. Bye bye!